Hello, and a very warm welcome, everyone. Get ready, this is lesson 1, where it all begins, what AI really is. It is going to be exciting, and so simple. Come along now, Mr. Jacob Francis is waiting for you all in the class. Let's begin, and keep learning.
Hello my friend, and a very warm welcome. Before we begin, let me say one thing. If you have ever heard the word AI on the news, or from your children, or at your workplace, and quietly felt, this is not for me, this is for the technical people, then you are in exactly the right seat today. Because in the next few minutes, that feeling is going to disappear completely. We will not rush. We will go one small step at a time, like two friends talking over a cup of tea. So let us begin. Let us start with the most basic question of all. What does this word AI actually mean? Now, instead of being afraid of it, let us simply open it up, like opening a small box. AI stands for artificial intelligence, just 2 words. The first word, artificial, simply means man-made, something we humans have created. And the second word, intelligence, means the ability to think and to learn. So put them together, and you get something simple. AI is just a man-made machine that can think and learn, a little bit like we do. That is it. No mystery at all. Now, let me ask you something. And please, actually think about it, do not just listen. Look at the small calculator on your desk or on your phone. It can multiply huge numbers in a flash, faster than any of us. So, is that calculator AI? Think about it for a moment. Here is the answer. If you said no, you are absolutely right. A calculator only follows fixed rules that a human wrote for it. 2 plus 2 is always 4. It can never learn anything new. But real AI is different. Real AI learns, and it gets better over time. That one word, learning, is the whole secret. Now let me clear up the biggest misunderstanding people have. When most people hear AI, they picture a metal robot, walking and talking, like in the movies. But here is the truth. Almost all AI in the world has no body at all. It is simply invisible software, quietly living inside your phone, your apps, your car. And that brings me to something that will surprise you. You think AI is something new? My friend, you have been using AI for years, without even realizing it. When Google Maps finds you the fastest route around a traffic jam, that is AI. When YouTube somehow knows the next video you will love, that is AI, learning your taste. When your phone unlocks by looking at your face, when autocorrect fixes your spelling, all of that is AI, quietly working for you. So let me ask you one more. When Maps reroutes you, live, around a traffic jam, is that a fixed paper map, or is that AI, learning from millions of cars right now? Yes, it is AI, learning live. So let us lock in what we learned. AI simply means a machine that learns. It usually has no body. And it is not new, and not scary. In the next section, we will discover that there are actually 2 different kinds of AI. Welcome back, my friend. In our last lesson, you learned the most important word of all, that AI is simply a machine that learns. Now I want to share a little secret that, once you understand it, will make everything you hear about AI suddenly make sense. So here is a quick question to wake up your mind. If I asked you right now, are there 1 kind of AI, or 2? Just hold your guess quietly, and let us discover it together, the 2 kinds of AI. Here is the secret. AI is not one single thing. There are actually 2 different kinds of AI, living side by side, and the difference between them is everything. This is the whole reason everyone is suddenly talking about AI everywhere, on the news, on your phone, even in the shops. One of these 2 is old, and has been quietly working for many years. The other is brand new, and it is the one causing all the excitement today. Let us meet them gently, one at a time. The first kind is the old kind. Let us simply call it the sorting kind of AI. Because that is its one job, it sorts things into boxes. Picture the postman at the post office. All day, he picks up each letter, reads the address, and drops it into the correct box. One box for each town, one for each street. He is fast and accurate, but notice this carefully. He never sits down and writes a brand new letter himself. He only sorts the letters that are already there. Sometimes this old AI also makes a simple prediction, like guessing will it rain today, yes or no, but even that is just choosing between boxes. That is all it can do. Sort and decide. And you meet this sorting AI many times every single day without even noticing. When your email quietly moves junk messages into the spam folder, that is it, dropping each email into one of two boxes, spam or not spam. When your phone camera draws a little square around your friend's face just before you take the photo, that is it again, deciding, face or not a face. And when your bank suddenly blocks a payment and sends you a message asking, was this really you? That is the same sorting AI, placing that payment into safe or maybe fraud. So let me check, does that idea feel clear? If yes, then wonderful, you have already understood half of all AI, that it sorts. If it still feels a little fuzzy, just stay with me, there is no hurry at all, we are walking together. Now, this next part is honestly my favorite. Because here is where AI suddenly changed forever. The second kind is the new one, and it is called Generative AI. The name itself tells you everything. To generate simply means to create, to make something new. This AI does not just drop things into boxes. It actually makes brand new things that never existed in the world until you asked. That is the giant leap. The old AI could only say, this belongs in box A or box B. The new AI can say, here, I have made something completely fresh, just for you. That single jump, from only sorting, to actually creating, changed everything. So what can this creative AI make for you? Almost anything you could write, draw, or sing, anything made with words, pictures, or sound. Ask it in plain words, and it will write you a letter or a heartfelt message. Ask it for a picture, and it will paint, say, an elephant flying over the Taj Mahal, something nobody has ever photographed, because it never happened, and it paints it just for you. Ask it for a tune, and it will compose a little song. And here is the amazing part, even if you have never programmed in your life, you can say, write the instructions for a simple website that says happy birthday, and it will write that working computer code for you, line by line. One tool, called ChatGPT, writes for you. Another, called Suno, makes music. And others can draw pictures, each one, just from a sentence you type in your own everyday words. Now, just between us, let me ask you one small question, and really picture the answer before I tell you. Your email spam filter, the one quietly cleaning your inbox every morning, which kind is it? The old sorting kind, or the new creating kind? Take a moment, picture what it actually does. Yes! It is the old, sorting kind. It simply drops each email into one of two boxes, spam or not spam. It does not write anything, it creates nothing new. You reasoned that beautifully. Now let me clear up a confusion that even many clever, well-read people get wrong, so if you understand this, you are already ahead of them. The myth is that all AI can chat and create, and that when ChatGPT answers you, it is simply copying a ready-made answer from Google. Be honest, did you quietly believe that too? Most people do. Well, both ideas are wrong. The truth is, most older AI can only sort, only this new generative kind can create. And when it writes you a birthday message, it is not fetching one ready-made answer from Google and pasting it to you. It has learned from millions of examples of how people write, and from all that learning it composes a fresh message, word by word, just like a friend who sits down and writes you a new letter, instead of handing you a photocopy of an old one. And if any part of this is still unclear, please do not keep the doubt inside, write it in the comments below. I personally read every single one, and I reply within 24 hours. No question is ever too small here. So let me show you the difference with one example you will feel in your heart. Imagine tomorrow is your mother's birthday, and you, like many of us, are just not good with sweet words. You open a free AI, and you type, write a warm, loving birthday wish for my mother, who loves gardening. And in 2 seconds, a beautiful, personal message appears, even mentioning her garden, ready for you to send. The old sorting AI could never do that. So hold on to this one simple idea. AI made one giant leap from classify to create. Quickly, take out your phone or a notebook and write these 3 little lines. 1. The old AI only sorts. 2. The new, generative AI creates. 3. That leap, from classify to create, is why the whole world is suddenly excited. Pause if you need to. I will wait. And here is your tiny homework before our next class, and it is genuinely fun. Open a free AI on your phone, ChatGPT or Gemini, and type exactly this: write a birthday wish for my mother who loves gardening. Then just watch it create something warm, just for you. Do this one small thing, and you will surprise yourself. In our next lesson, we will meet the powerful engine that makes all of this creation possible. Take care, my friend, and very well done today. Welcome back, my friend. So far you know that the new AI can create wonderful things. But have you ever wondered, what is actually sitting inside these AI helpers, doing all this work for us? You may have heard the name ChatGPT, it is one of them. So here is a quick question to wake the mind. When you type a message into one of these helpers, what language do you think you type in? Your own everyday language, or some secret computer language? Hold your guess gently, and let us open up this engine together. That engine has a name, and it sounds technical, so we will do what we always do, open it like a box, one word at a time. It is called the Large Language Model. People shorten it to just 3 letters, LLM. And please do not worry about those 3 letters at all, even if you forget them by tomorrow, it truly does not matter. All you need is the simple idea behind them, so let us take the 3 words one by one. First, large. Why large? Because this engine has learned from an unbelievable amount of human writing, a huge slice of the books, the articles, and the websites that people have put into the world. Imagine someone who had the time to read more than you or I could finish in 100 lifetimes. That is the kind of scale we are talking about. Now, it did not sit and memorize every library word for word. Instead, from all that reading, it quietly learned the patterns of how we use language, how our words usually fit together. That is why we call it large. It learned from an enormous amount of human writing. Next, language. And this is the beautiful part. This engine does not need strange symbols that only engineers understand. It works with words, ordinary, everyday words. The very same Malayalam or English you are speaking and thinking in right now. So let me check with you, does that feel comforting? It should. Because it means the door is already open for you. You do not need to learn one new thing to step inside, you are already holding the key, because you already know how to talk. Now here is its real superpower, and I want you to feel how wonderful this is. It understands what you mean, no matter how you say it. Suppose you wanted to write an email. You could type, write an email. Or, please give me an email. Or even, I need to send a message to my landlord, help me. 3 different ways of asking, and the engine understands what you mean in all 3. You do not have to phrase it in one exact, correct way. It is just like a wise old shopkeeper who knows you well, whether you say, 1 kilo rice, or rice, about a kilo, or give me some rice for the week, he simply smiles and gives you your rice. The LLM has that same kind of understanding. And this is why I keep telling you, you need no coding, none at all. Think of an old government form. If you wrote in one wrong box, the whole form was rejected, and you had to stand in the queue and start again. They were strict, you had to speak their language perfectly. The LLM turns this completely upside down. Now, yes, there is clever computer code running deep inside it, but you never see it or touch it. From where you sit, you simply talk, in your own ordinary words. Confirm, did that flip make sense, that now the computer bends to you, instead of you bending to it? If yes, you have understood the very heart of this lesson. I can already see some of you nodding. Good. Let me make this one idea rock solid for you. I know I have already hinted at the answer, but let us make it firm in your mind, because this one idea will set you free. To get this powerful AI to understand you, do you need to learn some secret computer code first? Do you need to become a programmer? Take a moment, picture yourself just typing a normal sentence to it. And the answer is a happy no. You need no code at all. You just use your normal, everyday words. That is the whole magic. You, sitting right there, already have the only skill you will ever need. You know how to talk. Now let me gently remove a fear that has stopped so many good people from ever trying. The myth is this thought: AI is not for me, because I never learned computers, I am not technical. Be honest, has that very thought ever quietly stopped you too? If it has, you are not alone, almost everyone feels it. But the truth is the exact opposite. You do not need to learn coding to use AI. You only need to know how to say what you want, in plain words, and you have been doing that your whole life. So please, let that old fear go today, for good. And if even a small doubt is sitting in your mind right now, please do not carry it forward, write it in the comments below. I read every single one myself, and I reply within 24 hours. Truly, no question is ever too small or too simple here. Now, you have actually already met some of these engines, even without knowing it. You may hear a few names again and again. ChatGPT is the most famous one. Then there is Gemini, from Google, a name you already trust. There is one called Claude. And there is Perplexity, which is lovely when you simply want to search and get a clear answer. It uses these same kinds of engines. That is all they are, friendly helpers, and every one of them is happy to listen to you. Please do not feel you must try them all, or remember the names. Just like your auntie swears by one rice shop and your neighbor by another, you will find your own favorite in time. Quickly, let us note this down, just 2 little lines. 1. An LLM is an AI engine that understands your plain, everyday language. 2. You need no coding, you simply talk to it. Pause and write if you like. I am in no hurry, I will wait for you. So hold on to this simple, freeing idea. An LLM is just an AI that understands your everyday words. It is not a cold machine you must obey. It is more like a brilliant, patient helper, waiting for you to speak. You have met your new helper today. And here is your small, fun homework before the next class. Open any free AI on your phone, ChatGPT or Gemini, and ask it one real question, in your own ordinary words. Anything from your own day. Maybe, give me an easy recipe for tomato rice, or even, suggest 3 simple ways to bring more customers to a small shop. Just talk to it naturally, and see how kindly it answers, and if it ever confuses you, you know where to find me. Drop it in the comments, I answer within 24 hours. In our next lesson, we will peek inside this engine and see, in 4 easy steps, how it comes up with its answers, and I promise you, nothing technical at all. Take care, my friend, and very well done today.